Growing up, I just went along with the crowd. I just met people who were kind of into drinking and using drugs. Early on in high school, I met a guy that I dated for 4 years, and that was my first kind of experience with an abusive relationship. That relationship really, I lost myself in it. At the end of it, I didn't really know who I was anymore. I had no friends, no one wanted to hang out with me because all I did was use drugs. I quickly just got into another relationship with a guy that sold drugs, and that was attractive to me. My family was completely done with me. They wanted nothing to do with me because of all the chaos that I caused in our relationships. I would lie, steal, cheat to everyone in my life. Like I had nothing to live for, really. I went through multiple treatment centers. I would take all kinds of drugs before going to sleep and would hope that I wouldn't wake up in the morning because there was just no point in living. But I remember specifically, there was one moment where I just remember looking around the room and kind of seeing my life through a different lens, for the first time. I was kind of like, what am I doing? I don't want to live like this anymore. There's more for me out there. And now, looking back, I know that was the Lord speaking to me. And it was in that moment that I called my mom and I was like, Mom, can you please come get me? I need help. Literally 15 minutes later, she came and picked me up, packed my bags, and ended up walking through the doors of Adult and Teen Challenge. Coming into this program, I was super terrified and scared because I didn't know if this was going to work. I had lots of shame. I was holding lots of unforgiveness to myself, to others, and that was holding me back from a lot. I had this slightest bit of hope that really helped me get through this program. That's all it takes. Ever since I was a kid, really, I had this void, and I filled it with things of this world, whether it was friends or relationships or drugs, alcohol, everything. I was trying to fill that void. I was created to have a relationship with the Lord. So once I realized that, it was that's why I was created, that's why nothing else is gonna work. And so once I realized that, I was just okay, I'm all in, I'm diving headfirst. I wanna tell everyone about this. Everyone should have a relationship with God because that's why you were created. All the girls got invited and we went to the church. We had dinner and then just had a night of fun and playing games with people from the church. It gave me a sense of belonging. It made it feel like this is community, this is what life is supposed to look like. I never really knew how to have fun without drugs and alcohol. That didn't make sense to me. I recently just started going to Bethany, and I was a little nervous. Meeting people at those game nights kind of made that transition a lot easier. I saw the people that I met at game nights there, and it kind of took the anxiety off. I think, being in addiction, I had this idea that oh, people are gonna judge me. No one wants to be around the addict. But seeing that people genuinely just wanna build a relationship, they don't care about what happened in your past, just like Jesus. I just know that we're not supposed to do life alone. Being in a community is so important. God can use that. Jesus can redeem everything and make it even better. You're never too far gone for the love of Jesus.